back, everybody. So today we're going to have another tasting of beer number 6 in my 2-hop series featuring Cascade and Centennial. This is a small gallon batch, 1.25 gallons going into the carboy. What we're trying to do is find out what malts and which hops we like together. So we started off with smash beers, and now we're going to 2-hop beers. This is using 2 pounds, 4 ounces of 2-row, 4 ounces of Crystal 40 malt. Then for the hop schedule, Cascade at 60 minutes, 0.25 ounces of Cascade at 60 minutes, 0.25 ounces of Centennial at 10, 0.25 ounces of Cascade at 5. Then for the dry hopping 3 days into fermentation, we are also putting 0.25 ounces of each into the fermenter. US05 was used on this. This was bottled on 9/8/2019, 6.89%. Reusable cap. See if we get a hiss. Holy cow. There we go. Yep, good hiss on there. No smoke. It's starting to bubble a little. This one is using the larger carbonation tablets, 25 ounce bottle on this. So let's go ahead and pour it. Obviously using a Crystal 40, it is roasted a little bit longer, so we're going to get a deeper caramel color. So if you're looking for that in your beer, try to add some Crystal 40. They make a 20. I actually think they make a 10, 20, all the way up to like 120. But most of the time, it's like a 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. My local homebrew shop only had 40. So that's why I went ahead and used that. I was looking for 20 just because I was actually going to do a 20, 40, 60, 80 just so we could see what the colors are. Use the same amount. Now when you get up there, because this is a small batch, you don't want to use, say, 4 ounces of Crystal 80 in a beer. I wouldn't imagine. I've never done it. But usually specialty malts you want to keep lower, and especially as you keep going up, if we're making these IPAs, we want to keep it lower. So if we look at it, off-white colored head from what we do have, not even a quarter finger of head color. It looks more like an amber. Down here at the bottom, it's more brown orange. Then as it goes up, we get into like a deep red color. Looks pretty good. Lots of bubbles coming up. It is kind of hazy. I don't think it's chill haze. Like, I can't even see the light box through it. I can see the light shining in there, but I cannot see that light box at all. Let's go ahead and smell. Definitely picking more of that caramel malt up. Maybe a little floral, a little citrus, but that caramel malt is coming through. Yeah, it's almost smelling like a darker amber going into a brown. That caramel, not really sweetness caramel, but just like a caramel. Almost a roasted grain, a darker roasted grain smell. But you get that citrus and that floral too. But yeah, smells okay. Probably not one that you would want sit to let that caramel build up probably. But it smells okay. Let's go ahead and taste. Definitely getting more of those caramel malts in there with some citrus. More citrus, caramely, almost all the way through. Some bitterness on the back, and then the aftertaste is more of a caramel. Not sweet, but just caramel. Like a warm caramel is what I'm getting. I don't want to, my brain keeps going to like a brown, like a caramely brown. Not, I usually like my browns nuttier, but I guess you could say an over hopped red. Maybe you're going to use some of these lighter crystal malts to make it red. I still think that upper part right here, I'm not sure what you guys are seeing, but that looks like a red to me, where down here is more brown orange than anything. But it's got that quality of that red going into that brown ale. Obviously the hops don't play well with it. I don't think you want a citrus lemon quality in your brown or in your red. Maybe you do in your red. But yeah, I don't think they're playing that well together. Is it drinkable? Yes, it's nice, it's smooth, it's carbonated well, it's not overcarbed. That bitterness in the back does linger, even still talking. I'm still picking the bitterness up in my throat. No alcohol for almost 7%. It is dry. But yeah, I think just like in some of the other ones we've seen, that once they start getting older, at least with Centennial and Cascade, it seems like the bitterness level does creep up more. If anything, it's perceived higher than it is. I do not have the IBUs listed on here. Oh, this is using the new carb tap, so the small pearls. And it's using 8 of them. Yeah, it seems like the perceived bitterness is big, but I've been seeing that. If you haven't, I'll link a playlist. Go back and watch some of those, and you can almost see from the first tastings to like tasting 3, tasting 4 of some of these, that bitterness is really starting to ramp up, and I'm not sure why. Because usually the beta acids are lower, and that's what kind of controls it over time. And a lot of these seem like they're going up instead of down. And I do think it is from the hops. It's not from the grain. But yeah, I think it's okay. It's almost 2 different worlds, and my brain's still saying from the beginning of the taste brown. But yeah, that hop presence really throws this one off. So yeah, okay, would I brew it again and let it sit? No, I would rather put a different kind of hop, maybe a Fuggles or something in here, to tone that bitterness down, and that would probably let that caramel malt shine a little bit more if you were going for a brown or a red. But yeah, okay, but I wouldn't brew it again. If you like this video, check some more out over here, and until next time, happy brewing.